Guys, this is literally the easiest recurring revenue stream that you can add to your business. I literally have no idea why any agency owner would not add this recurring revenue stream to their business. I just can't come up with what the reason would possibly be. I mean, you need no experience at all to make this happen. It adds a recurring revenue stream to your business. You're better protecting your own agency as you work with clients and you're building their websites, which is so important. But pretty much all agencies I see are just not doing this. And on top of that, you are protecting your clients because they need protection when they have a website online as well. And best part, this costs you nothing. You don't have to put any money into this to make this happen. So we recently just wrapped up a call here with Hans and Donata, who are the founders of Termageddon. This is an auto-updating privacy policy generator. I know, boring, but hey, boring provides recurring revenue for your business. So hey, it starts to look a lot more attractive, and this is something really you should be paying attention to. Even if you want to take the recurring revenue stream out of the equation for a moment, I don't know why you'd want to do that, but let's just say you take that out. You need this to be able to better protect your agency as you are working with clients' websites. It is just so incredibly important. And because, well, that's boring, it's not that much fun, no one has time to actually do that or even the expertise, that is where using something like Termageddon, having an auto-updating privacy policy on your website means you take 20 minutes to set it up and it is done with. So when you sign up for Termageddon using the link below, you actually get a free agency privacy policy. This means you're going to go in, you're going to put in your agency's information, they're going to generate an up-to-date privacy policy for you, and then you forget about it. And automatically, as these laws are changing literally daily and weekly, they're automatically going to push those updates to your website and you will be protected. Now, the next step is to simply go in, and they have a lot of resources to help you sell these services, to be able to go to the clients, tell them why this is so important, and to get them to sign up. They have scripts, they have emails, they have templates, and my absolute favorite is their basically what I call sign to decline form. This is sending them the information about privacy policies and say, we need to make sure that you know what is at stake here and just how important this is. So you need to either sign that you're going to sign up, or you need to sign here that you understand it and you are waiving this service. So that is a super, super effective method for being able to do this, and you really just need to know the bare basics of privacy policy. Termageddon handles the absolute rest, and Hans and Donata are amazing and will be available to answer any questions should they come up. So what I want to do is, of course, encourage you to add this recurring revenue stream to your business. I mean, it's just a no-brainer in my opinion. So use the link below to do that. But I also want to jump into a Termageddon account, and I want to show you what this actually looks like, what resources they have available for you as an agency owner. And you'll see just how quickly you can get this set up for a client and have this recurring revenue stream just set up and done so you can collect on this every single year. So let's jump over and do that. So here we are on the Termageddon website. If you are an agency owner, you're going to want to come over here to agency partners. This is where you're going to be able to sign up. Make sure to use the link below. So you'll go ahead and register on this page. Once you do that, they're going to take a few hours just to actually receive that registration, and they're going to review it, make sure you are an agency, you got your own website and everything. Then they're going to approve your account and send you that information. So it happens very quickly. So that will take you over here to the dashboard. And here's where you're going to be able to access your licenses, add any new licenses. So I do want to show you what this looks like. And I actually want to show you a few more materials just to help you actually be able to sell this to clients, to feel really comfortable in selling this to clients. So as you can see here, we have one license for a website setup. If we were to click to add a new policy, you can see that we also have some additional policies that we can create. Terms of service, EULA, which is End User License Agreement. And this really gives the user the right to software applications. If you have more software, then that's where that comes into play. A disclaimer as well. So all of that is here. So I'm going to come back and show you that here in just a minute. What I want to show you are a couple really amazing things that help you to be able to sell privacy policies, even if you have no experience and you don't want to take the time to create all of the sales materials, it's done for you. So let me pop over here to show you the options here. As an agency, you have two options to sell this service. The first is the reseller program, and the second is as an affiliate. So if you decide to become an affiliate for Termageddon, this costs you nothing to do, just like the reseller program. But what you will do is you will have your own link. And if you send that over to clients and you encourage them to sign up directly with Termageddon, then you will earn a recurring commission for that. So that is something that you can choose to do. Now, what a lot of agencies choose to do is become a reseller. And as a reseller, when you have a client who has agreed to have this service done, you have them pay you, and then you turn around to Termageddon and you pay for a license at a wholesale rate. So you pay a lower rate, you have the client pay you the higher rate, and you keep the profit in between. And then of course, in the new year, you have them renew this as well. So this is just a recurring revenue stream on an annual basis. Now, one thing that Termageddon does encourage you to do, and I completely agree with this, is to charge them a setup fee. Because of course, you're going to need to sell them this service, but then you're going to actually need to set up their account, set up their privacy policy, put the code onto their website. All in all, it only takes you about 20 minutes to do, but this is a way for you to earn some additional income from that. So those are your options. But if you don't want to have to worry about the sales part of this, or that makes you really nervous, Termageddon has already created literally all of your sales material. You literally download it, put your own brand on it, and send it off to your clients. So if you want to start selling this, go to your existing clients, and they already know you, they trust you. So have them sign up with this. It allows you to go through this process with clients you've already been working with, and then you'll feel much better when you have a brand new client that you can sell this to. So what you'll do here is you can come over here to the sales tools section. And this is where you will find all of the amazing resources that exist for you. So as you can see here, they have a pre-website launch template. So if you have a website about to launch, you can send this off to a client just kind of as an FYI. Hey, this is what you need. This is very important. There is an email template to be able to send out to previous clients or your current clients if you have clients as part of, let's say, a maintenance program. They also have waivers for US, Canadian, and UK clients. So this is where it's very important that if you want a client to make sure that they understand how important this is and that this is something they absolutely need to have on their website, and what we recommend doing is having them sign to decline this. So going and having them look at the material, make sure that they understand the importance of it, and then either have them sign that they're going to sign up for this or that they're going to decline the service. That way you have documentation that you have informed them. They know how important it is, but they chose to decline it. That's protecting you. So very important. They also have email sequences here. So if you have maintenance clients, you can do that. And you also have a sales deck here, how to hand this off to a client if need be, all of your information here. You can see there's tons of things, other ways we can help you sell. Hans and Donata are here to help you be able to sell this. So there are really an amazing resource for you to be able to pull from. If you ever have any questions at all, then they'll be available for you here. And then lastly here, we have a renewal email. So when that annual subscription is due, you can literally grab this template here, send this off to clients as just a friendly reminder. Hey, we're going to renew this service for you, and we got to keep this going here. Now, as you can see here, these come in just Google Doc format. So you will have everything that you need here to really just kind of educate yourself on the basics of website policies here. But that way you have all the documentation. You could literally go through this with the clients. You could just send this over to them so that they understand it. And it really breaks it down in a way that is just very simple. There's not all this, attorney jargon in here. The rest of us aren't going to understand. This really breaks it down so it's really understandable. And this is an example of one of the templates they have. So really easy to just go in and be able to customize this. Now, before we jump back into the dashboard and create a new license, I want to show you this privacy partner quiz. So this is actually pretty neat because this is a quiz they have that is just really a series of questions to help make sure you understand at least the basics of privacy policy. And this allows you to be called a certified data privacy partner of Termageddon's. And they'll give you a little badge that you can take and put on your website as well. So that's a really great thing to do. No pressure. If you don't make it through the quiz, you're not sure, you can always look up the information, come back and take it again in order to be able to get your badge. But this is a good way to just show a little proof to your clients as well. So let's jump back over here to the dashboard. And I want to show you what this looks like. Let's go ahead and click on Add License. Now, if let's say you have been creating licenses for very similar businesses, what you can do is you can copy a policy from an existing license that you have already created. Otherwise, you can just put in a new one. So we're just going to call this sample here, and we'll click Add License. So now this is showing up in our dashboard here. So we will click Continue Setup. And as you can see, this is going to literally take you step by step and just ask you a series of questions. And so we'll start out with, is this license for a website or application? Can answer that. We'll put in the URL here. And we'll just put in a sample one. Who owns it, a person or a company? And we'll just say it's called sample company name. And let's say they are in the US here. So it's just going to make sure that they have the region. I'm going to make up some of this information. Say it's an LLC, and we would like to resolve disputes in the US, and what we select Indiana, we'll go with that. So literally this is just helping you customize it for this specific business, but it's also doing this so that as they update your privacy policy, that it's taking into consideration the actual business's information, because every single privacy policy shouldn't look the same. That's why you don't want to just get a standard flat template online, because it's never updated and it's not going to reflect all of the new laws that are changing literally daily and weekly. It's scary how often they change. And then we can put in the sample email, and we can click on Save. So now we have the basic business information or website information set up. So now we can click on Add a Policy, and we can choose from this list of policies. So let's say we're going to go with the privacy policy here. So as you can see, we have a series of tabs up here. This is really so we can see the policy. We can edit any of the details, which is what we're doing now. We'll be able to grab the embed code, just a quick line of code that we just copy and paste into the website, or be able to remove this policy here. So as you can see, this is done in a bit of a quiz format to let you know how close to done you are, and you'll be able to just continue on this way. Now, what I want to make sure you recognize here says, for instance, what states do you do business in? If you ever get to a question and you are unsure what the answer is or what it should be, then they have these little question mark icons next to it. You can literally click on that, and it's going to bring you to documentation to expand on it. So then this is going to allow you to read this, look at some of the criteria, and then based on that, you're going to be able to make a determination. So for your first one, I would plan a little bit of extra time to get this set up, but that's why you can practice for your own agency with your free license. But every time you do this, it's just going to be faster and faster, but typically about 20 minutes to be able to do this. And so here we'll be able to put in what states we do business in. If you do more than one, you can add those in. Do you collect the personal information of residents of any of the below states? We put particular states here, but really we do need to be able to select all of them, because if you have a website, you can have a visitor from any state, from any location, and they could put their information in, and now you have collected it. So it's always a good idea just to make sure you have a little more protection, even if you only think someone from a specific area is going to use the website. So what we'll do is we'll just go through and answer some of these, and then we'll take a look at this code that it generates for us. Then here we can specify what type of information we actually collect. So let's say we have a contact form and we collect the name, and let's say maybe we collect a phone number or an IP address, because that happens when we have analytics installed, possibly an email address so we can be able to respond to them. Then we'll select the purpose for collecting that information. Now, if you happen to miss any of the questions, it is going to notify you on this page and tell you where you can find that particular question. So you can just jump back real quick and make sure that gets answered. Just as a quick disclaimer, don't copy what selections I just made. That has nothing to do with your website or the websites that you are going to be building a privacy policy for. So make sure to actually read the options there. But now you can see it has given us an embed code, and we can simply copy this particular embed code, add this to a blank privacy policy page, and then it is going to generate that for us. So as you can see, you can come back over here to view policy. And then this is going to show you what the actual policy is going to look like. So as you can see, this is extremely detailed, and I'm sure it looks way better than what you actually have. I know it looked a lot better than what I had. So this is a really, really in-depth policy. Again, the benefit here is that once this embed code is on your website, on your client's websites, it is automatically going to update. So although it's going to take you about 20 minutes or so to go through the process, answer the questions, once it's done, it's done. You never have to go back. Termageddon on the back end, they are on a daily basis tracking all of the updated privacy policy laws that are coming into play. They are monitoring the pending ones that are being looked at. So all of that work is being completely done for you behind the scenes. So hopefully this has been helpful to get you to see just exactly what this looks like, to get this set up for your own agency website for your clients, but also all of this amazing sales material that they have done. So really, this is just, like I said, a no-brainer. Make sure, use that link down below to get your own free agency policy. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you next time.